Hello friends, it's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your support and your love here so far. You guys have been awesome. And of course, this is Saffron Media, where we give you trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more. And we have the best and most reliable happenings. And right here, the Edo State election is really close, as today is the last day in the month of August, and the election is September 19th. That is just 2 weeks and more away, but we hope that this election will be peaceful. But right here, Obaseki reveals one big assurance President Muhammadu Buhari gave him, as he and Ize set for the election. Yes, and he was actually a man that President Muhammadu loved, but somehow he is no longer in their party. But there's no way this man can really 100% give his support to Obaseki, because of course he cannot be doing or working against his own party. But anyway, we'll find out what exactly that assurance is that he has given to Godwin Obaseki as regarding the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State. Yes guys, before those details comes to you, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button immediately, and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. If you're coming here for the first time, you are welcome. We really wish you are a part of this big family. Yes, hit the subscribe button. Okay guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report, as it says that Obaseki reveals one big assurance Buhari gave him as he and Ize set for the September 19th contest. The governorship election in Edo State is just a few weeks away from now, as the major political parties get set for the crucial contest that will determine who rules the South-South state. There have been serious concerns of looming violence ahead of the election, in view of some reports of waves of attacks and attempted attacks on some people in the state, which have heightened tension. However, Governor Godwin Obaseki has revealed what President Muhammadu Buhari gave him as an assurance that there will be a free, fair, peaceful election in Edo State come September 19th. This assurance means a lot to Obaseki, his supporters, and indeed all other political parties taking part in the election. Most importantly, the assurance by Buhari has restored the confidence of Edo people in the election, as they now believe that they will go out to vote peacefully, with the hope that their votes will count, so that the leader of their choice will emerge. Obaseki disclosed the assurance made by Buhari when the governor was campaigning at Obia's southwest local government area of the state. Obaseki encouraged his party supporters to come out in large number to vote on the election day. He also advised them to stay back to defend their votes and ensure that their votes count. The governor added that they should not be afraid or intimidated, because President Buhari has given him the assurance that the election will be peaceful, free, and fair. Many Nigerians still believe that the candidate that has the backing of the federal government in any election could have upper hand. This is because the federal government wields enormous power and influence. Come to think of it, the federal government has so much money, and it controls the security architecture that can help any candidate it decides to favor. So people always believe that the candidate backed by the federal government will enjoy the ever talked about federal might, which could help the person win the election. In the case of Edo State, Governor Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) is seeking to win and rule for a second term in office. On the other hand, Osagie Eze of the All Progressive Congress is also seeking to unseat Obaseki and take over as governor if he wins the election. Eze has the backing of APC structure, including the former national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, and many people believed that if the federal government backs Eze to win, then he may enjoy federal might. So many Nigerians have been waiting to know Buhari's stand ahead of the election. Now that the president has given an assurance that the election will be free, fair and peaceful, it has restored the hope of Edo people in the election. it has cleared the doubt and fear that federal might may be used to favor the APC candidate in the election. Although it is just a promise, Edo people and indeed many Nigerians are waiting and watching to see the promise of free, fair and peaceful election by Buhari to come to pass amid concerns of looming violence ahead of the election. Will the security agents really be neutral to all parties concerned and not connive to favor any candidate to win? Time will tell. The election is already so close and we know that a lot of things will still go down. But really, we hope what President Buhari has said would be the outcome at the end of the election, because of course we all know that the violence is getting more serious and heated by the day, and everyone has been hoping that on the day of the election that they hope that there won't be any form of violence on that day of election. But guys, you know how things go. It is always the federal might. But there's one thing about President Muhammad Buhari. He hasn't really given his 100% consent to the candidate of the All Progressive Congress. He hasn't shown so much interest in the election if you look at it critically well. Though it is his party, he wants his party to win. He wants his party to take over most of the states in Nigeria. But of course, because of some of the issues surrounding this candidate, he seemed not to be totally involved with the candidate. I'm sure if it were to be a neutral candidate that has a free background check and there's nothing to hold him for, I'm very sure he would have supported the candidates 100%. But because of some of the things that are really holding Yamu back, uh, Muhammad Buhari is not actually so much interested, so he won't be called many names that yes, is supporting someone that has a case of fraud of about 700 million and so many other derogatory names that Oshomole called him and some of the cases he faced while he was in school and all of that. So he's really trying not to be too close, because of course he would have brought a lot of supporters from outside the state just to come and make the campaign so big, and a lot of supporters will join the APC, but he has not done so for this very candidate of the All Progressive Congress. He's just only talking about his support, and talk is cheap. Yes, you have not given your commitment and everything to this campaign team, but we hope that actually the best candidate wins, and we know in his heart he also wants his party candidate to also win the election. But like he said, we all hope that the election will be free, fair and credible. So guys, thank you so much for staying tuned, and please drop your comments and whatever you think about this, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. You have a pleasant time. Bye for now.